Last year was a great year for investors, and this year was looking fine until the coronavirus outbreak. My initial suspicions were and remain that the Chinese government is not being truthful about the impact of the virus. Supposedly, millions of people have been quarantined within Chinese cities, yet officially, things aren't that bad. How can that remotely be classified as somewhat normal? Last week, the Wall Street Journal said that almost 76,000 cases have occurred, and this has resulted in over 2,000 deaths. Almost 3% of those infected are dying. Sadly, this is about the same percentage of those who died in the 1918 Spanish influenza. So based upon this, what do we consider as investors? During the Spanish flu epidemic, the stock market declined some 24%. However, during the Asian flu of 1957, the stock market increased by 24%. Wow, that is about as clear as mud. Clearly, one needs to look at the fundamentals. One, we have to accept that most American supply chain will be affected. China supplies a huge amount of manufactured goods to the United States. Sales will decline as production won't be able to meet demand. Two, companies doing business in China ought to experience lower revenues. Companies like Apple already have announced this. Three, for conservative investors, based upon the aforementioned items, it makes sense to consider reallocating assets from the international to domestic markets. In other words, avoid companies that may be adversely affected by the virus. This could mean waiting on a purchase of Apple stock, for example. Instead of buying an international fund, one might consider investing in the United States. As always, know your stock or fund. 4. Things that ought to do well in such times of uncertainty are gold, investment-grade bonds, and CDs. Ultimately, people may want to be more likely to use e-commerce rather than going out shopping. American companies like Amazon, our favorite stock at Armada Advisors, could see sales increase. However, over the near term, investors may be spooked and cause Amazon shares to decline. Are you a short-term trader or long-term investor? If you believe a plague is coming, then that could influence your investment outlook. If you believe, like me, that warmer weather will slow the spread of the virus, these declines could be short in duration and offer attractive entry points. If you have specific concerns about your portfolio, give us a call at Armada Advisors, where we're charting a better course.